Hello, thank you for joining this show. I appreciate your time and I appreciate the amount of subscribers that have joined with us. It's quite been amazing. This thing keeps on growing and I really appreciate the support. This is your show, Doctors, where we share principles, insights, wisdom, invaluable tools, and inspiration to help you become the ultimate healthcare provider and change the world to be a health universe. I'm proud of all of this, and I'm very glad that you're here today. Let's talk about procrastination. Now, procrastination is something that's been around for such a long time, and many people have had to deal with it, sometimes early on in their lives, sometimes later on. One thing is for sure, procrastination means two things. It either means you never get started because you think you're a perfectionist. You think that everything has to be done in such a way where everything must be to the utmost level. Or you're unable to finish. That's what procrastination is. Procrastination is not what people always talk about, saying, procrastinate, put it until tomorrow. It's not just putting it off. It's that you never get started. It's also procrastination. The procrastination is where you never put into place something that you know is valuable to you. Something is necessary. Something is critical. Something is crucial to you. You have the intelligence, but you don't have the reasons why you should do it. The reasons are not supporting it. And you're a smart person, and you know it has to be done. The second thing, as I said, is unable to finish. I'm just not satisfied with it. I want to keep it up. I want to make it better. That's procrastination. A fault is being turned into a virtue. And it's a common defense that most people say. It's the basis for procrastination. It's fear of failure. That's what it's all about. Now, how do we change procrastination? What do we do to make it better? What do we do to stop procrastination? Well, to change faster, first of all, you have to understand the word productivity. That means that in this case, what you need to do is you realize that you have a purpose in this world. You have a concept, you have an idea, you have a dream, you have a mission, and it has to be enhanced. And by helping the world becoming better, you will become more productive. And that's how you will benefit from that. The second concept to change or foster the change is to persevere. Perseverance means you never quit. Perseverance means that you will always do what you have to do. No matter what, no matter where, no matter how. If you want to change your life, two things you need to remember: ideas and inspiration. Ideas are the things that you want to do. Inspiration is the ambition, the eager desire for you to do anything that you want. Because everything is within your reach. God Almighty made each and every human being, irrespective of the color, creed, gender, religion, ethnicity, country of origin, irrespective of any of that. God Almighty made every single human being 100% perfect. Now, that's perfect at a birth. Question is, as we grow older, we learn habits. And some of these negative habits stay with us. One of them is procrastination. So what you need to do is you need to have a day called Do Not Kid Yourself Day anymore. That's what you do. Say that from on today, onward, this is a Do Not Kid Yourself Day anymore. Know who you are. Accept the fact that you have, in your case, accept the fact that you have negativity, that you have concepts that you're not able to follow through. That's a fault. It's fine. A fault is not a disease, God forbid. But if it's left untouched, undone, and secured, and treated, it will become a small infection that will turn into a disease. And that's a problem. So these are the things that you'll have to remember, the things that you'll have to do. To bring value to your life, there are 5 steps that I recommend that you should follow. First and foremost, be thankful. Be grateful for what you have. When you wake up in the morning and you see that your toes are moving and that you're able to breathe, that's an amazing time to thank God for being alive. Because some people don't wake up, or some people wake up but They're not happy or healthy on that day. And they have to make up on that day. But you're healthy and you're waking up in the morning, be grateful. You may or may not say a prayer. That's up to you. But be thankful for what you've got today. Number 2, be eager to learn. Be eager to grow, to accumulate. You can learn more of anything. Now, you can accumulate a lot of things, a lot of stuff. But what you will not ever gain back is time. Time is a commodity which is the most expensive item that we have in our life. You will never get more time. And we never know when that ends. Be careful with the time. So be eager to learn today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Be eager to learn everything today. Another is be a good listener. Listen to 3 different areas. First, your mind. Listen to what your mind has to say. Your mind has a conscience and it will not let you falter. Don't listen to your heart. Your heart often will say things which are emotional, based on feelings. You can't listen to a feeling. You have to listen to consciousness and find out whether or not this is the right thing to do. Second, listen to mentors, people whom you have followed in the past, who have shown you a right direction and have given you directives on how to do things properly. Third, listen to your past and your parents. Your parents have taught you good things. If you say, well, I've got a terrible childhood, my parents got divorced, I don't even know them, listen to the mentors that were there then. Maybe it was a foster home. Maybe it was even a grandparent. Whomever it was. Someone along the way, along your journey in life, has taught you good things. Listen to those people. You want to make a difference, but you want to be a thermometer or a thermostat. Which one do you think you should be? You see, a thermometer tells the temperature. A thermostat determines the temperature. A thermometer just follows through. You put it in and it gives you whatever the results are. A thermostat determines exactly what it should be. You want to be that thermostat. You want to be the one that makes that difference. You want to make the one that makes those distinctions and makes all those directives. Life itself accumulates 2 things: debt or value, regret or equity. That's all up to you. You have that choice. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Regret, you see, weighs tons. Discipline weighs ounces. So, how do we discipline? How do we implement good things in our lives? Well, one of the things is we have to do good deeds. We have to do all kinds of things. Life expects us to do measurable progress in reasonable time. You have to remember that. Life expects us to do measurable progress in reasonable time to reach your goals, not somebody else's goals. And if you don't set goals for yourself, somebody else will set them up for you. And a good lifestyle, a unique lifestyle, a special lifestyle, is figuring out ways to live uniquely in the way that you want. Because it's an art, it's a study, it's a practice, an awareness. Happiness is not an accident. It is an art. And what's interesting is that sometimes, even though you are in terrible situation, difficult situation, where there are many obstacles, bumps on the roads as they call them, you don't know what to do. You have to remember that darkness cannot exist in the presence of light, since it's the absence of light. That's what it is. Darkness is nothing more than the absence of light. It's always light. It's always beautiful. It's always great out there. You're just somehow wearing the wrong glasses on that day. And you're looking at things in a more subtle way, which is not healthy for you. There are 4 ifs in life that make life worthwhile. I learned this a long time ago, and something that you'll need to remember. Life is worthwhile if you learn, if you grow, if you take the opportunity to acquire more knowledge in everything that you do. I know you have a few books, or perhaps you don't. If you don't have a few books, you should buy a few. Read as much as you can. All successful people in this world read phenomenally amount of books. It's amazing. Find out, and you can Google this, all the wealthy, successful people for the last many, many years, hundreds of years, going back in history. These were people who read a lot. These were people who learned continuously. You need to learn. Life is worthwhile if you learn, if you grow. And you may say, well, I have all these books, but they're not doing any good if you haven't opened them or if you don't follow them. Here's the second if. Life is worth it if you try. Don't let it be said ever that you didn't try. You could fail as many times as need be. Whatever it takes, that's acceptable. That's actually remarkable because it means that you're persevering in what you're doing. But don't let it say that you never tried. Life is worthwhile if you try because somehow, somewhere along the line, you will succeed. How many times should you try? As many times as it takes. As it says, how many language do you think a child can learn? As many as you will teach them. It's up to the teacher, not up to the child. I remember growing up in Europe, as a matter of fact, myself, and it was common in Europe to learn many languages. In Paris, France, where I come from, we spoke many languages. English, Spanish, French, at any given time, German, any language. One of the reasons is because the distance between France and England, France and Germany, France and Netherlands, France and Spain, all of these countries are very connected. I mean, if you think about it, you take all of Europe, and several countries of Europe make up just a portion of the United States of America. So imagine traveling from one state to another, let's say from New York to Tennessee or from New York to, say, Pennsylvania. You're crossing the same country, same language, same everything. In Europe, you travel for a few hours, you're in a different country, different language, different cultures, different everything. And so we learn languages. How many languages could we learn? The Europeans can show you that. As many as you will teach them. A child can learn multiple languages. I taught my children when they were young French. And today, thank God, they're able to converse in French. Why? I wanted them to be able to speak to my family. So you could do that. If you try, life is worth it. Here's number 3. Life is worthwhile if you stay. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it will take a little longer than just coming by and hoping things will get done. Stick with it. Staying means that you're there for a while and you're there to take care of everything. The fourth if is life is worthwhile if you care. Caring is an important component of our lives. Caring means giving with kindness. Caring means sharing with what we have. Helping others get what they need. I promise you that if you give others what they need, you'll get everything you want. Now you may say, well, who am I to promise that? I'm telling you this because I've been around for a long time. If you care at all, you'll get some results. But if you care enough, you'll get incredible results. That's what life is all about: dignity, reputation, accomplishments. Being all that you can be. And there are ways to do this. Now I'd like to share with you a few components about what you need to do to get rid of procrastination. There's 7 steps to eliminate procrastination. All right, here's number 1. Stop blaming. Stop blaming. Don't blame the weather. Don't blame the government. Don't blame the taxes. Don't blame the Democrats or the liberals or the Republicans. Stop blaming. Stop making excuses. That's number 1 on your list. Write it down and just remember that. Here's number 2. When you have an issue and things don't go well, whatever it may be, break it down. Break it down. In smaller pieces, in portions that you can afford so that you can understand it. Number 3 on our list, write it down. Write it down and clearly figure out, what is it that I'm talking about? What is it that I have? What is it that I want to understand? What is it that I'm thinking I can't overcome? Write it down. And here's number 4, get it done. Get over it. Find out what it is and make it work. Find out what it is and work on it. That's all it is. Number 5 on our list is to monitor your accomplishments. Help another do the same, and you'll see that you'll be able to overcome some of these obstacles that you're seeing. It's often by us showing someone else what to do that we learn how to do it properly. Quite amazing. Until I became a father myself, There were a lot of things which I thought I did right because all I heard or learned was from my own father. However, when I became myself a father and I started teaching my son, my daughter, my children, I started learning on how to become a better productivity person, a better producer of everything that I did. And by teaching them, I taught myself. By showing them, I reminded myself of what I could do. And that's something that you need to know. Here's number 6 on our list. We all have within ourselves a negative part. It's interesting, there are 2 sides to our heart. Heart which is on left, 2 sides. There's a left side and a right side. The left side is full of blood, the right side is empty. The left side is the part that is so negative about the things that we should not be doing. That's the desire. That's, you might want to call it the evil part of us, the evil inclination. The ones that's the animalistic type of part. The part that wants everything. Wants a lot of money. Wants a lot of things. Whether positive or not. Wants a lot, constantly. On the right side, we have a positive part. You have to starve that evil part. You have to starve that part that says, I'm an animal. You come home and you're hungry. Rather than just taking the pitcher from the fridge and drinking from it, why not take an extra few seconds? Take a glass and pour it into it. So what's the difference? I'm thirsty. The difference is that you become a person of quality, a person of nobility, a person of class, a person of dignity. To live, walk, talk, think, act, and all the time speak like a human being, not an animal. Animals are a different creature. They're a different species. We are human beings. Human beings have to act with kindness. We have feelings. We are godly. We have a divine soul. And we have the ability to do something which no other creation in the world can do. And that is the dignity of choice. Free choice. Only human beings are given that. Animals, for instance, only live by genetic coding. They follow a certain pattern. That's all they do. And they can kill or have relations with another animal anytime they want, everywhere they want. We human beings do things in a more proper way. So you have to starve that animal aspect and feed, that's your number 7 on your list, feed your good part. Feed your divine soul. Feed your divine attributes. And you have to do good things. Each and every deed that you do, each and every concept helps you out. Saying your prayer in the morning, thanking God for being awake. Sometime in the middle of the day, remembering that there are people who do not have health or food or money, and yet you do. Recognizing every single day that everything is there. What you want, what you need, everything that you have. Everything that is given to you is for your opportunity to grow and make it better than it was. Make your life a divine life. Make your life a good life, a healthy life, a one that will bring you all the good in the world, one that will bring you blessings. I thank you very much, and I wish you nothing but the best in all that you do. And I hope and pray that you will benefit from what we've got. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, and I promise you that if you leave any comment, I'll be happy to respond to those comments. Know also that you can email me at drdahan@dahanlive.com, or feel free, if you want to at any time, leaving your comments or calling me at 888-67-DAHAN 888-673-2426. Thank you very much, and God bless you in all that you do. Thank you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notification bell to get my latest update.